Okay, so I thought I'd catch everybody up on what's going on. You've all seen the outside on the previous video, but let's go in and take a look inside. Tarps are on to keep it cool inside, but finally got the tanks installed. These are where the grow beds are going to be. Got an air line to each one, and the drains and fill are in the bottom, which are plumbed down here. Every tank can be individually shut off or turned on. Then we have air-to-air heat exchanger over here. Still need to do the duct work on it. It'll go out through the ceiling, and the other end will go out over there. Then we have a radial flow separator. There's a cone bottom in it that welded in there with some polyethylene that I cut from some tanks, and then it has the fill comes in the top here, out through that little slot. It's directed down through that 4-inch pipe to the cone, and then the water flows up and out through the notched thing, and in here it'll be filled with stone, so with air rising up through it, there's an air manifold that goes down to the bottom, and then the overflow will go out and down to over to the grow bed manifold. So there we have that, and then behind me that's going into are the fish tanks. That's a 500-gallon fish tank with spray manifolds on each end and in the middle going both ways, and then air nozzles coming out down there, and the waste collector that's in the bottom of the tank. It's a V-bottom tank, so that will all go down into the middle. The notion is that this manifold on the two manifolds on the end spray straight down and for the water, and this middle manifold sprays out both directions, so it should keep the water rolling around and back to that center drain. And then this other pipe is the main overflow drain that goes directly to the fish tanks, bypasses that radial flow separator. You have a little battery up here that turns the building round and round and turns the solar, runs the motors. Oh, there it goes again. I just moved a little. These are my solar controllers. One's for the vertical axis and one's for the turning the building around to follow the sun. And over here behind the door, beside the door, the ring blower or regenerative blower that supplies all the air for the fish tanks and the grow beds. It's another fish tank. So we have 1,000 gallons of fish tank and 6 grow beds that are each of them are half of a 275-gallon tank. So the last one didn't fit in lengthwise, so it sits here the other direction. And then this is the latest thing that I just put in here. It's going to be a fluidized sand bed. Has a V-bottom with a manifold down there that lets water out on both sides as it flows back from the grow beds, and then it flows out through that pipe and into this aeration sump reservoir. That's the aeration manifold down the bottom, and the pipe that goes to the pump, which is just a 40 GPM 1/15 horsepower spa circulator pump that will go up. There's another radial flow separator on this end, and it goes into this manifold and back into all those manifolds I was talking about before. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Hopefully next video we'll have some floats in here to have some plants growing in, I only have one plant growing in here so far, but anyway, take care.